Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. Years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
A heavily weighted school rivalry that has a lot of implications on the national rankings. It is a Friday afternoon, and we are live inside the Arrington Ice Arena for a men's ACHA D3 showdown between the Knights of Calvin University and your Adrian College Bulldogs. Hello, everyone. My name is Alex Herman, joined alongside by Tyler Ackerman. Happy to have you all here this afternoon. This is certainly going to be a fun one, and really a very important game for the Bulldogs at this point in the year, going against another top-ranked team in Calvin, who right now number 6 in the national poll. The Bulldogs just barely outside of the top 25. If they can come up with a win today, this would be absolutely huge for them.
Yeah, they haven't gotten a raked win yet, but they've been playing outstanding as of late. So this is a huge game. If they can win this one, they'll put themselves back into the rankings.
Well, as of right now, they're 10-5-1 on the season. This certainly has been one of their most successful years in the past number of seasons. Again, as we mentioned, just barely outside the top 25, so not so bad for them. They're doing great. If you look last weekend, hard-fought series with Lawrence Tech University. That first game was a 2-1 overtime loss. Unfortunately, they were on the 5-minute power play and got a shorthanded goal scored against them, but day number 2, it wound up being a 2-2 tie. They lost in the shootout, though that doesn't really mean anything for the rankings, but a good showing for the Bulldogs last week against another tough team.
Yeah, I mean, you don't remember the last time that Adrian College was close with LTU, so it was a good showing out of them, but they really just lost on the opportunities that they had extremely on the power play as well. They just couldn't find the back of the net.
It could be argued that Calvin could be their toughest test so far on the schedule. I mean, as far as the rankings go, their number is the highest. They've played Northwood before, but Northwood hasn't been as high up as Calvin is at the moment. The last time these two teams played each other was back in 2022, so it's been quite a while since these two teams have faced off. It was a 3-3 tie just some 3 years ago. But the question really is, how do the Bulldogs make sure they're prepared for this game today?
I think it all starts off the hop. It's depending on what type of team we see out of the Bulldogs today. They are playing a tough component. Do they rise up to the occasion, or do they fall themselves back into a shell?
We'll have to wait and find out, but we'll talk about Calvin as well. They got a great record for themselves right now, 10-0-1, ranked number 6 in the men's Division III national poll. That ranking just came out earlier this morning. We're trying to figure out what number Adrian is at the moment. They only list the top 25, so when we get confirmation, of course, we'll list that too. It's important to note, the Knights right now, 9 out of their 11 games this season, they've scored 4 or more goals. So this is a team that you have to anticipate is going to shoot the puck, take a lot of shots. They played Northwood earlier this week, which, of course, as we've mentioned, is a team that the Bulldogs played. Bulldogs lost to them 2-3 twice on back-to-back games. Calvin beat them 6-0, and then also have to play them again tomorrow. So you have to wonder what kind of team the Bulldogs are going to face because, I mean, clearly Calvin is going to be a really, really good test.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see this Calvin team and see what they can do in the offensive zone. We talked about how they're willing to score goals and shoot the puck, but I want to see how they move the puck around and see how the Bulldogs can adjust to that, especially in the D zone, as sometimes they can get a little bit lackluster in there.
Their scoring wealth, too, is very spread evenly across their roster, but the player to watch is going to be Miles Randersam, as he's got 11 games played, 10 goals, 9 assists for 19 points. That's the shooter we got to watch out for, but what should we expect from Calvin?
I expect a high-flying offense and a team that's well-coached and well-structured as well.
Well, this is going to be a fun one here from the Arrington Ice Arena this afternoon. We're going to step aside for the national anthems as well as the starting lineups. First period, puck drop coming up. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Welcome back inside the Arrington Ice Arena. Friday afternoon in Michigan. Calvin University taking on your Adrian College Bulldogs. Alex Herman, Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth. Happy to have you all join us here on ACTV. This is certainly going to be a fun one here from the AIA this afternoon. A lot of weight riding on this game for both of these teams. A tough week of games for Calvin. They got 3 in the span of just a couple of days, have 1 more tomorrow. The last game of the first semester for the Bulldogs this afternoon on a Friday.
And you know what that means? They can leave it all out on the ice tonight and can get well for the next month as to recover.
We've got 20 minutes up on the score clock. Everybody gathered at center. Puck is dropped, and we are underway from the AIA. Bulldogs take the opening faceoff at center ice, and the Knights go to work. They send it to the neutral zone. It's popped up there for a second. As this is sent around the boards. Towards the corner, now down low. Off to the wall. Now atop the blue line as it was bouncing around, lost in between the feet. That was Gavin Scally who looked to make the play. Locked up along the boards, now sent Rink wide to the hash marks as it's dumped the length of the ice. We'll get our first whistle. Icing with 19:03 left to go in the first.
And that last one, sometimes when the forwards change, you expect there to be someone right there, but kid came off the bench and went across the ice, and Allen was looking for him, but got nothing.
Shot off the point, gets deflected wide. Now towards the corner. Owen Dorsch will send this all the way up the ice. Here's the hot hand of Redersma. Will send it around. And off over the blue line, Owen Hodel will chase it down. Trailing him, that's Max Shadell. Would be the other player to watch, I would say, certainly from Adrian. Again, we'll get another icing call.
Yeah, he's played outstanding so far this year, playing on that Euro line that I love so much. It's amazing to see those three play together and have some chemistry. Took a little bit.
Take an offensive zone draw for the Bulldogs. Up to the point, quick shot there, taken off the stick of Sorrell. As it will rotate down low. Diagonal feed upwards. Redersma will go after it. Making a good play along the wall. That was Sorrell. They send it back to the blue line. Hodel lost it. Here's a lead pass heading over for Bennett, but it jumped over his stick. Right behind him is Schweigert, who will try and strip the puck away from him, and now he's able to do so. Off to the wing. Taking a bounce as it's poked back the opposite way. Westrick can't handle it. Sorrell will pick up the pieces. Long shift for him as he sends a pass towards the boards. Big hit there along the wall on Eisma. Laying down the thunder, Max Sorrell. Welcome to the hockey game. Now towards the front. Rebound goes around. I believe Rainey got a piece of it and will stay out, though there's no shots credited on the board yet. An arm is going to go up here, and I think Max Sorrell interfered there with. And a cross-checking call will go against the Knights. Bulldogs to their first power play of the afternoon.
I think that was retaliation from the hit that Sorrell laid out. He got a cross-check right to the back, and the ref's calling it. This is where the Bulldogs have struggled, though. They went 0 for 18 last weekend with 2 short-handed goals against them. That's what really just hurt them in the games against LTU. So if they want any chance here against this Calvin squad, they need to find the back of the net on the power play.
This would be huge for them if they could open up the scoring early. There's a quick shot off the draw. Nice wrister from Nick Therian as it's locked up by Ryan Waraz as he gets his first action of the day. Waraz splitting time this season with his goaltending partner and Trent Goheen. Both netminders with save percentages over the .940 mark. And GAA is in the low ones. So 2 goalies who certainly have been able to strut their stuff this season. This is worked around the wing to the top of the dot. Slid to the point and rotated down low by Dorsch. Chasing after, that's Andrasch. Locks it up underneath. They'll work it back for Andrasch. Up top for Dorsch, across. And penalty's going to go on the play. Interference. I think this is against the Bulldogs.
I think you're right.
Yeah?
Yeah, I saw a stick on the ice, so I only think that's maybe what it was about.
So it's Dmitry Sergeyev. He's going to go to the box, and that'll cancel out the power play for the Bulldogs. So we'll do 4-on-4 for the next minute and 18 seconds.
Yeah, this really hurts because you had a great opportunity and now you lost it.
It's been one of the struggles definitely over the past couple of weekends for Adrian College. I think it's a habit that they're trying to break is even if you're not scoring on the power play, you still got to complete the whole 2 minutes. Get some kind of scoring opportunities, but nevertheless, we're 4-on-4. There's a quick shot off the dot. Well wide, never reached Rainey. Ripped around the boards. Sorrell will collect it along the wall. It's kept in by Lambers. Sent to the red line. Turning on a dime is Gabe Sova. Halfman down low. Quick wrister deflected well over the top of the netting. We'll get another stoppage here.
It's a great stick check there by Sorrell because Rainey had no idea where that puck was. He had two buys in front of the net. He was looking to try to see it, so if that puck somehow got through, it had a great chance of going in. But an amazing stick by Sorrell to deflect that one out of play.
Ryan Rainey emerging this year has, in his sophomore season, has had a really solid campaign. Splitting time as well with Peyton Langer, who's got a number of great games under his belt as well. But I believe the third consecutive start for Rainey. Played both games against LTU last weekend and making another appearance here today. Stretch pass all the way up to the stick of Duker. As he's able to tie it up underneath the red line. Knights get out of the box now on the power play. This is shoved in as it'll stay over the line. Duker fighting hard for it. Out to the top. That's Hodel. We'll get a return pass right back. Wrist shot off the post. It stayed out. The rebound in the slot. And a big save by Rainey. Got it with the blocker. Man, oh man, that was close. That hit the upper 90-degree corner of the crossbar and just dropped straight down. Duker to the slot. Toe drag shot is stopped there. 5 seconds left to go on the kill for the Bulldogs. Walking it in. That's Sova. Fake the shot. Up top was Grishatov. Back to Sova off his stick, and out of the box is Sergeyev. And the Bulldogs are back to even strength. So a good kill on both sides effectively. This will be icing as the Bulldogs will be denied the opportunity to change.
Yeah, a couple of great sticks there, but some nice luck out of the post as that puck was just all over the place. From our vantage point at first, I thought it was behind Rainey, but it was actually in front of him bouncing. It's unbelievable that somehow that puck stayed out.
Yeah, that thing kicked straight down to the ice. Normally you see it come out a little bit, but it was basically right on the line there. So here's a breakout pass. Radursma will take it to the wall. Knights will cycle it around. Point shot, stick save, deflected by Rainey as it's put off the glass. It will stay in. Knights carry at the blue line, deflected up into the netting. That was a stick of Gavin Scally as we'll hold on. 14-12 left to go.
I like what the Bulldogs are doing right now in the defensive zone. Calvin is using their points a lot and trying to move that puck on the strong side over to the weak side, and that weak side winger is stepping right away, just like what you saw at Scally to deflect that one out of play.
Off the draw, this is kicked around the half wall, dumped in deep. Knights with extended zone time as the Bulldogs are able to carry it out. Witten will take control, popped over his stick so he couldn't caress it. Fresh off the bench. That was Jacob Malenich. Schweigert will saucer it back. Malenich goes around the boards. The smart heads up play. Bulldogs a little bit slow to get to some of these loose pucks along the wall, so they're losing some early puck battles. Westick with a good move as he's quickly shut down. Glove play for Andra. Shows he's in a foot race now with Affman. Androsh by himself, generating offense. Good pass, there's the 1T. Great shot from Shadell. And it's kept out by the pad of Waraz. Bulldogs looking for some offense here. There's a quick shot from a sharp angle. Waraj will hold on in the shoulder area. 13:06 left to go here in the first.
I love the effort of Andras there. He had a 3-on-1. He was the solo guy. He made a couple of moves to get around, and he saw a trail man backdoor to make an amazing chance, but fortunately just couldn't get it home.
And that's almost a risky pass, too. You have to time that up really well so it's not intercepted and let it go at the perfect time, and it was really close to being a 1-0 game. Here's a quick feed to the slot, just barely tipped wide, and as I was saying, 1-0 game, it was almost Calvin who jumped on the board.
Yeah, a quick 3-on-2 where that backdoor guy was wide open. Luckily, he missed the puck.
Lambers with a reverse hit on Andras. There's a diagonal feed over that gets deflected wide. Deadlocked in front of the scorer's table, 2-on-2. And sent down low. Chasing it will be Bennett. Gets in the way of the Knights as they were trying to set up their breakout. Around the boards we go again. Lambers will catch the pass and send it back to his left. In between his feet, it's Affman. Still, Bennett doing a great job with the forecheck. Tries to send it low. Well, no reinforcements there as the last man was Claiborne. That's Schmidt who will clank it off the boards. Schmidt to the wall. Now it's Sorrell, last man back. Up the boards. Schmidt will walk around Sova. Bennett will try and steal it. Claiborne, the next man up behind Hodel. A burst of speed from Josiah Lambers, and it's sent on net. Rainey will cover it for the whistle. Seemed like over the last couple of minutes, Calvin just oddly having a difficult time getting out of their own zone, just some sloppy passes and not controlling the puck that we saw in the opening first number of minutes.
Yeah, I think it's because of the pressure that the forecheck is creating, because Calvin's defense are kind of taking their time to get back to the puck, just like in this example right here.
Delayed high stick as it's canceled out to the point. It's Miller who sends a shot on. There's the bank off the boards. Picked up, sent in front, and now back to the blue line. It's Walsh who will rip it back low to the slot. There's a backhand lost in the feet. Another one trying to be sent wide as Sova intercepts. Yakunin to the neutral zone. Rainey will send it out himself. Give the time for the Dogs to make a couple of changes as we get closer to the 10-minute mark. Off the boards, the deflection picked up by Rainey, and he'll stop it. Taking exception to a little bit of a snow shower was Nathan Walsh, making sure everybody knows the number one unwritten rule of hockey, never to touch the goaltender.
Yeah, I think what Calvin's kind of struggling right now is they're trying to bring that puck on the strong side to break the puck out, but Adrian's doing a great job of shutting that lane down, so they're trying to go cross ice and just not making the right pass.
Thrown out of the circle, it's Therian. Dogs win the faceoff in the D zone. It's Calvin who controls. Around the boards, Thielman. Rainey will cover it. It was loose for a second, and then he gets the whistle. I think the thing that the Dogs certainly have to watch out for is their net front presence in the D zone. It's something that we had picked up on a couple of times early on in the year, but can't give a number of opportunities to a high-powered offense inside the house.
And especially the way that they move the puck, too. There's a guy that's always open most of the time.
Schweigert lets one rip, and a nice soak by Shadell as he got all of that one with the shin pad. Schweigert will try it again, but it's stopped by the stick, this time of Dorsch, as it's rotated towards the right. Taken down, that was Allen. Now to the point, tipped in front, just wide of the glove side of Rainey. Stick gets popped out of a Knight's hands as Calvin was looking for a penalty. In his feet, that's Sergeyev. Shadell will come over to help out. Now it's Shadell. Off to the wall, kept in. Nice keep from Tyler Allen. Off the boards, now to the offside, intercepted by Sorrell. Lets a shot go wide of the target. It'll afford the Bulldogs some more time to stay in the offensive zone if they can get to the puck. Point drive, sticked away by Waraz. Taking a tumble there, now an opportunity for Radersma. Quick shot, stopped by Rainey. The rebound pops all the way out. And a nice stick lift from Sova as he's able to steal it away from Therian. Quick shot there, off to the wing. Bottom of the circle, back to the blue line. There's a wrister that banks off the board. Sova again in deep. Gets hassled by Sorrell. We'll get to it. Bulldogs able to get the puck out of the zone. Affman will rip it around the boards. Out of his crease is Rainey, who sends it off the high glass. Claiborne, a backhand shovel that gets stopped by the linesman. Some incidental contact there. Good feed outwards for Claiborne. On sides, quick shot, held on to. Nice save from Ryan Warras.
And you see the
Be sure to stay connected with all the action by following at AdrianCollegeTV on social media. From game highlights to campus events, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment, and follow at AdrianCollegeTV today.
That's what I was saying.
Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there. I had to do the ad read.
I was going to say is that the Bulldogs, when they get the puck, they're kind of just throwing it right away. They have more time than they think. I would like them to try to maybe pick their head up and make the right play.
I would agree with you. They have a little bit more time than they might think, and sometimes when you play these tougher opponents, you anticipate things have to be done quicker, and sometimes slow and steady wins the race. We'll see maybe if they can apply that here. Shot from Schmidt, paddled down, covered up by Warras.
I'm just loving what they're doing in the offensive zone right now. They are really causing Calvin have a tough time, especially just the pinching from the defense are just been perfect so far. And if they keep on doing that, this is going to be a great game like it is so far.
Well, it's been controlled chaos, and they sort of have pieces flying around all over the place. And I think maybe Calvin was anticipating a little bit more of set plays from the Bulldogs and having to adjust early. Here's a takeaway from Bennett. Has pressure behind him from Swoboda. Claiborne to the corner. Now a breakout is connected to Hirth. Or rather, that was Eisma who took the shot as well. There's a chance in front. Off the post, it's stopped, and Rainey able to come up with the save. Took a crazy kick off the end wall.
I think this is all because I heard someone say, yeah, here, but I think it was a Calvin player telling that to Allen, so Allen didn't even look, threw the puck right to him, and that's went off of his skate right to the front of the net.
Off the draw, kick save. Postal with the shot, Rainey the save. To the wall, this is Postal. We'll send it back towards the top of the circle. Now it's paused for a moment, trying to take it away. That's Gavin Scally going on a rush by himself. A couple of moves, but stopped as Alfonsi will come in for reinforcements. To center ice, making the play. That's Walsh. Alfonsi had to pop off his blade. The pickup is quickly done. Warras stopping it behind the net. Drop pass and leading it away. That's Postal. Schweigert opens up. Quick shot, glove save from Rainey. He'll snare it in the trapper.
That whole sequence by Calvin was fantastic. That's what I more expected out of them to start this game. It was just a clean pass, tape to tape, and wonderful breakout into an opportunity.
Thielman lets it go. It popped over the top of the net. Locked up in the corner. This is dealt to the top of the blue. Hard wrister there. Stick save made by Rainey as he deflected it towards the corner. Thielman will take it away at center ice. Picks up the pace. Stops on a dime. Gives to the top of the circle, and the wrister again into the glove of Rainey.
What Calvin's doing on offense is they're having that third guy that's not in the play kind of sit right at the top of the circle, and it's causing Adrian kind of just to lose him a little bit, and he's been wide open a lot more often, just like that play there, but kind of a little bit of a whiff on the shot.
Well, and the bonus, too, the past couple of shots have come from the outside of the perimeter, so quote-unquote easier stops for Ryan Rainey to be able to see and pick up.
Yeah, it's good on Adrian to keep that on the outside, too. What they were struggling the first 10 minutes or so was giving up those chances in the middle.
This is ripped around the boards as Duker's there to collect it. 5:40 left to go here in the first period. Still knotted at 0 apiece. Halfman plays the bouncing puck off the boards. Sends it back underneath the red line. Across the lane. Lost in the corner. Couldn't make the play was Dom. Andrush taking his time. Now will lead the charge up center ice, and it dribbled off his blade. So he does a quick flyby. Dom plays it to the glass. Taking it away is Duker as he's flexed into the boards. It was Witten with a good play. Try and separate him from the puck. And a steal. Here's Andrush. Quick shot just wide. Good look for Sholium Andrush. Just can't hit the target as it's broken free for Lambers. Chops it up. Gives it to Sova as he has to spin back. Takes a look. The backhand pass into the chest and leading it ahead for Therian, but he didn't have the speed. This will be icing. We'll take our face-off back to the left. 4:37 left to go here in the first.
I love the shot selection out of Andrush because he took that one, skiing it to the left and trying to go back against the grain. But unfortunately, he was just unable to get that on target. But it was a great opportunity on a one-on-one chance. It could have been a real game changer if he was able to put that one home.
Shot off the drive by Radersma as it's kicked out by Rainey. Now to the slot. Sova lets it fly. The rebound, they score. Calvin cashes in front, and they've broken the seal. It's 1-0.
Yeah, I saw it from just not marking your guys in front of the net. Talked about it in the beginning, and it's just a rebound. You can see this kind of play just came out of nowhere. Look, he's wide open, and then the back door. And it's just unfortunate of a rebound coming from that corner. Nobody picked him up, and Calvin's up 1-0.
I don't think Rainey really saw that first shot as cleanly as he might have wanted to. I think maybe it was Bennett who was trying to make the shot block in front, and it just whistled by him. Got to have guys in front of the net there. That's a juicy rebound, unfortunately, that you have to find a way to pick up. But
yeah, especially when you sell out like that, going all on the ice, it really creates the goaltender with a hard chance.
Here's a quick move from Bennett, is shut down on the entry. He's trying to redeem himself on that play. Schmidt with a fancy move. Now to the slot. His shot wide. The redirect still loose as it bounces around. Good look for the Bulldogs as they are trying to find their response. Rainbow pass will flutter all the way down the ice. Play will continue as Rainey advanced it forward. Off the boards to Bennett. Goes one-on-one with Hodel. To the slot again, but nobody home. Sorrell off his chest. Knights will take it the other way. Here's Eisma, left wing, shooting, glove save made by Rainey, and the extra shove after the whistle from Bennett. It doesn't look there'll be any calls or anything, but some feistiness from the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I think Rainey got snowed there, and Max Sorrell took count of that and kind of gave a shove to the back of the goal, to the back of the Calvin player. That's what knocked the net off.
Calvin dominating over the past number of minutes. Their recent even strength goal, putting them up 1-0. Zach Westrick, who gets credited for the goal. Goes back towards the slot area. It's Philo. We'll send it around the boards. Eisman stops on it and takes it. Popped over the top of the net. Puck is on the top of the crossbar there, and it's whistled down.
Yeah, it was behind the net, and then a stick whacked the puck that was on the net, went on top of the net. It was very confusing, and luckily the ref blew it down. That thing somehow trickled off of it. It would have been very dangerous. Probably went off of Rainey's back and in, so I think for him that didn't happen.
Down low, there's an opportunity. Nice save made by Rainey on the shot in tight. Again, another good shooting chance for Calvin. All over the offensive zone as Sova playing the puck. Made it delayed offsides. We'll give time for the Bulldogs to take charge. The dump in off the stick of Walsh. Heading after it, that's Scally. Andrash in the mix. Andrash will try and force it away from Philo as Bulldogs and Knights come together. Sent in deep. That's Allen who will play it out to the neutral zone. Leading it ahead, Andrash will open up and send it for Shadell. Hassled along the wall. Sergeyev had it poked away from here. Now a takeaway. Sergeyev's shot canceled out. Will head after his own shot. A wide open net there. But nobody could capitalize on that opportunity. Shadell without a stick will get an extra piece of lumber from the bench. This is chopped to the corner. Allen bouncing for Dorsch. Sends a long pass all the way to the neutral zone. Andrash again by himself, 1-on-3. Gets slammed into the wall by Lambers. As he stumbles down, Duker with a nice move. Dielman tries to give it away. Duker's shot stopped by Rainey. Less than a minute to go in this first period. Blistering offense from Calvin late in this first.
Yeah, it's all stemming from just not covering your guy in the defensive zone for the Bulldogs. A play earlier where there was just a Calvin forward just wide open right at the top of the circle, and that last play there was a 3-on-2, which is always tough to defend, but no back checking, and just another great opportunity for Calvin. Rainey has been playing outstanding so far, seen 17 shots and only 1 goal.
Yeah, this has been a busy period for Ryan Rainey, and he's seen a lot of rubber over the past 3 games, had a lot of shots against LTU, and I'm sure we're going to see the same thing here as we get through today's action as well. 40 seconds and counting in the first period. Calvin up 1-0. Owen Duker swings it low. Has a hit and a takedown underneath the red line. Little MMA style there from Brett Witten. In tight chance, padded out. Nice stop from Waraz. 15 seconds left. Broken free and sprung by Duker, who lets a pass go. As it's a skew with little time left for Schmidt. Over the line, canceled before he could shoot. Dielman fires and a chest save. The rebound stopped, and Sorrell will give an extra push and some more action after the whistle. Sorrell didn't like the extra shot on Rainey, though it was happening right as the horn was going, so you can't really blame him. Got to finish the play out no matter what. But through 20 minutes, Calvin leading the Bulldogs 1-0, and though you would like to be leading in this game, I would say 1-0 against a team like Calvin is not so bad.
Yeah, especially with how they've played in this first period. I think the first 10 minutes, it was pretty even, I would say. Back and forth hockey for sure. Adrian with a couple of chances, Calvin with a couple of chances, but that last 5 to 7 minutes or so was just all Calvin. They were able to dominate in the offensive zone like we really expected them going into this game. So I think it just took a little bit for Calvin to get their footing down, and they've been rolling ever since.
Well, Bulldogs lucky to have Rainey in today because he's made a number of big saves. The 1 goal that they gave up, really not a whole lot that he could do. Made the first and second stop, and then the third shot just barely got by him. But I don't know. I think overall, Bulldogs had a successful first period. I think just the last 5.5 minutes they trailed off a little bit, and I'm sure as they head into the locker room, they're going to try and regroup and reset as they head back out for the second.
Yeah, I would emphasize just defensive zone coverage, because that goal was, there was just 2 wide open Knights with no one really around them. That just can't happen. And also the forecheck we saw, which was actually hitting home in the first 10 minutes, they kind of gotten away from that. Calvin kind of has adjusted to it and been able to break the puck out more efficiently. That's kind of been the problem of there's so much offensive zone time for Calvin, and when Adrian gets the puck out, they're kind of just throwing it away, and Calvin's regaining it and throwing it right back in. So hopefully they're able to control the puck a little bit more in the second period and kind of create more chances out of it.
I think that's where you see a little bit of the shot differential too. 18-8 after 20 minutes. Calvin leading in that category. But the 8 that the Bulldogs had were quality shots, and they were good looks at the net. You just need to have somebody in front maybe to pick up a rebound or try and get a screen on Waraz and try and find one by him.
Yeah, and they had a couple of grade A scoring chances, but Waraz made the good saves like he's got to. I mean, he's got the save percentage to prove that he's a wonderful goaltender. So it's going to be tough for them to get past him, but that's what they're going to need if they want to have a chance in this game.
1-0 after the first period. Calvin leading Adrian College as we will step aside for the first period intermission. Alex Herman, Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth. We'll be back for the second period. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
I'm a special ed social worker. And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Win. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campusvisit.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1:15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Welcome back inside the Arrington Ice Arena after 20 minutes, a 1-0 score. Calvin University leading your Adrian College Bulldogs. Alex Herman, Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth. Happy to have you all rejoin us here on ACTV on a beautiful, cold, very, very cold Friday afternoon.
Yeah, it was very chilly out this morning going to practice for us. I got a short walk. I live in the dorm right next to the rink, and my toes were frozen just on the walk. I don't know about you, but I was cold.
Well, I have to get in my car to drive to the rink, and there's a lot of frost on my windshield. It took some time to sort of defrost and clear my vision out, but
you didn't want to risk it and just stick your head out the window while driving?
No, I would not do that.
Got some friends close to us that have perfected that strategy.
No comment. But I will say it was not me. It was not me.
No.
Nonetheless, 1-0. Knights over the Bulldogs right now. The lone goal coming from Zach Westrick, his 6th of the season. It's been a tight one thus far through the first frame, and I'm sure it's going to shape up for another good period.
I'm excited to see what kind of Bulldog squad we're going to see out of his first 5.
Got the puck drop up at center ice, 20 minutes on the score clock, and once again, we are underway at the AIA. Early slip and slide as Alfonsi will take this puck. Quick high riser goes over the top of the crossbar. And it's back to the blue line, backhanded away. Off the boards and around the cage. This is through the neutral zone. Down to the bottom of the circle. Alfonsi will slap this deep. Off to the boards and underneath. Stopped along the wall. That's Trent Goheen. We'll get our first icing. I think our first whistle was also at 19:04 in the second period. Or in the first period, I should say. Either 19:04 or 19:03. Kind of weird that you see that happen 2 times in a row.
Didn't even pick that up, so I can't really give a comment on that situation. But that's kind of unreal that you clocked that.
Listen, I'm a numbers guy. Simple numbers guy.
Yeah,
don't
right.
ask
Simple
me,
numbers, okay, pal.
Don't ask me to do math.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're a numbers guy, but he can't do simple math? What's up with that?
Point shot goes wide to the glove side of Rainey as it's banked off the boards. Stopped along the wall by Goheen. Underneath and slid to the slot. Sova couldn't handle it. There's the strip from Andrash. This is broken free. Sergeyev across the blue line. Now down low. Fans on his pass. Off the glass. And it's over the line from Dahm. Walking it in. Sharp angle shot just goes wide. Point drive. Westrick. Andrash off the boards. Tries to get it out. It's kept in by Grishtatov. This is slid over for Dahm. Looks to break the puck out. Now a 2-on-1. Leading is Claiborne. Gets poked off his stick. Nice extended twig from Schweigert. Calvin defense very aggressive when they step towards the puck. Very confident in their movements as Svoboda makes his way around. Will circle the cage and let it go to the top of the blue line. Off the boards and deep. Svoboda up to the blue. Waiting and shooting a nice shot block from Witten. This will be icing as Witten can't win the race.
It's unfortunate, too, because you had a 3-on-2 with that shot block, but fortunately the pass just couldn't connect to Witten, and draw goes all the way back into the defensive zone, and also tired forwards out, too, because they're not even getting to the draw yet.
Witten off the boards and down low. Rainey out to stop it. To the red line and off towards the bench. 2-on-2 action as this flutters to the corner. Eisman with a toe drag. That's taken away from him. As it returned right back to him, Affman pauses on the blue. Back for Eisman, who gets a shoulder to the back. They send it towards the front. Loose puck in front of the cage, and it's swiped out of harm's way. And a takedown along the wall as 2 bodies go crashing down to the ice. Sova looking for Postal in front. Darnell taking care of business. A step-up hit. Backhand down low. Affman for Lambers. We'll send it up. Postal to Miller. Around the way for Hodel. It's about 5 minutes gone here in the second period. Still looking, I think, for our first shot of the frame. Maybe one for the Bulldogs, as we might get it here. Therian lets it go, but it's wide. This will flutter deep. Hodel jumping around. Duker will slide it up the wall. Hodel will receive. As Shadell can't keep it in the zone. It'll pop out, cross ice. Moved over for Sabota. Duker will walk down the line. Hodel lets a wrist shot go, deflected wide to the left pad of Rainey. As getting the pickup is Dielman. There's a steal from Andrash, who gets around one. Now is 1-on-3. He's seen this scene many times so far in this game. It's his wrist shot off the outside of the apron, sort of glued to the ice in the spot that it was at. Nobody saw it at first as it's dumped back deep, but finish my thought. Andrash not afraid to take on the entire team by himself when he has the puck. There's a rush from the Knights, sent to the slot. Will pop up in the air and settle back down. Looking to head out. This is Schmidt. Dielman for Goheen. Up over the head. Philo will stop it on the wall. Sova will bank it off. Now down low. Westrick takes a look. No shot. Again, a block there from Allen. And a penalty being called. I think it's going to be a slash. Might be a power play here for the Bulldogs. And yes, it is. Miles Radersma, leading scorer for the Knights, will have to sit for the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, it was all Allen there. Blocked that shot and then his stick chopped out of his hands. So another chance for the Bulldogs on the power play, trying to tie this game up. Their last one, they gave up a penalty instead. This one you're hoping for to be at least on the whole 2 minutes, but realistically, we need a goal out.
Bulldogs power play tries to go to work. Zone is exited quickly. Here's Savoda in on net. Backhander, it's stopped. Arm is going to go up. And we're going to get a penalty shot here. Short-handed, 10 seconds in. Oh, boy.
It all stems for just right off the draw. They just fumbled at the blue line, and Dorsch going to go to the. Dorsch should not be going to the box right now because it's a penalty shot.
I think it's going to be. Looks like Nick Sova. Or I apologize, Nathan Sova, who's going to take the shot here. So a chance for the Knights to double their lead on the PK off a penalty shot. Not something you see every day, but here we go. Rainey will get checked in with the officials. Sova will wait for the okay.
It's pretty far away from the puck right now.
Yep. Head official telling the Knights players that they have to be off the frozen surface, so we'll wait. Now we get the whistle, and here we go. Sova on the penalty shot. In on Rainey. Moves in. Big stop by Rainey. Got it with the blocker.
That's such an important save by Rainey. As Sova kind of just walked in straight on. Nothing really type of movement, and he just went backhand, forehand, and tried to just beat Rainey at the blocker's side. And he making a huge stop, and Bulldogs going back on the power play, trying to tie up this game. Hoping that the next minute 50 is going to go a little bit better than the first 10.
So they'll have to take the draw in the defensive zone and work their way back to the left. Off the boards, down low. This is Darnell who will race it up the left side wing. Darnell with a wrist shot. Glove save Ryan Waraz.
A good breakout from the Bulldogs, too. Being able to enter the zone cleanly. Darnell with speed. Trying an offensive zone draw, but that's what really hurt them in that first 10 seconds was off the draw and not able to corral the puck well. So have that in the back of your mind on this one.
Back to the blue line. This is Darnell to the slot and cleared out of the zone. First 30 seconds gone in the power play, though it feels like much longer because of the penalty shot. So the Bulldogs will restart. They'll head it back for Darnell, who gets around Hodel and will pick up pressure. Sent around the boards, stopped by Andrash. Off the boards and deep. And the Knights able to clear it down once again. Rainey with a long extended pass of his own is able to connect way downtown with Therian. Kept in by Shadell, lets a shot go, tipped in front, the rebound still loose, mad scramble as Shadell will head off the blue line, no coverage there, have to be careful for sure. Andres will make an in-zone change as Shadell takes a wrist shot off the pad of Waraz, he'll keep it out. Alfonsi circling, quick 1T and a great shot. Scally had the look, but is denied by Waraz. Two of the best chances of the afternoon so far for the Bulldogs.
There's great vision there by Alfonsi. He picked his head up before getting that puck on the left side of the net and saw that Scally was walking down and went on the other side and dished that puck to him. It's unfortunate that Scally couldn't find that one home.
There's a wrist shot, blocker to side. Off to the top of the circle. Now to the blue line. This is off the stick of Scally as it's straight to the wall. Alfonsi waiting, shooting, and it just dribbles wide. That one had some eyes on it, but couldn't fool Waraz. There's 5 seconds left in the power play. A number of great chances for the Bulldogs. Can't complete the last pass, and they'll head back to even strength, but starting to show some offensive zone pressure are the Adrian College Bulldogs. 11 minutes now left in the second period. Calvin still leading 1-0 as this is checked aside. And playing the rolling puck is Rainey. He'll squeeze it for the whistle.
Smart move, too, because you only had one defenseman out there with 4 other forwards. So freezing that puck allows 2 defensemen to go out there, and now you got your normal 3 forwards and 2 defensemen.
Shot from distance gets deflected wide. Duker will send it for Athman. Across the lane for Duker. Up ahead. Hodson. Here's Thielman. Cuts to the middle. A great move, and just barely put it wide. Thielman had plenty of space to operate with. They'll send it right back to him, and he's shut down in front of the net. Good body positioning from Dom as the rebound sitting there. Heavy slap shot gets tipped in front. Some more animosity in front of Rainey. Shot from the dot stopped by Rainey. And he'll hold on. Calvin coming away with a good response there. As are you ready to explore your Adrian Future Scholarship Day? Let's admitted students tour campus, meet faculty, and earn a renewable scholarship. Register now at adrian.edu/admissions/visit campus/scholarship day. Just when we saw the Bulldogs starting to pick up steam, Calvin coming right back with 5 shots in succession. There's their 6th for 21 on the day.
And as they're working the puck up to the point and then getting men in front of the net, it's been real hard for Rainey to see all these pucks, a couple of them tipped too. So Calvin's going to have a great response after that PK kill that they got, and they are really holding the momentum right now in the offensive zone.
Around the boards, Bulldogs look to exit the zone. It's Sergeyev who will dump it deep. Nice crunching hit from Max Jadell. Back down low, across the way. Hodel will dance with the puck. And push it back. It's Nolan Dorsch who's being hassled. Bulldogs can't clear it. Some fancy moves from Radersma and a hard wrister stopped by the glove of Rainey.
Well, Kalman's doing a great job right now is predicting where that pass is going to go when it gets to the wall. A couple of times now, it's been kind of just flip plays to in the middle of the ice because the Bulldog offense have nothing, or it's a turnover right at the blue line, which you never want to happen. That's what's caused some great chances for Calvin.
Off the draw, banked from the boards. In deep. I think it took a deflection off of somebody on the bench. Either that or it was offsides, but we'll take the face-off in the neutral zone. She's sent around the boards and stopped along the wall. Racing to it quickly. That's Lambers in on net. Pad save by Rainey. Again, Ryan Rainey coming up large. Forecheck from Calvin. Just really strong in this game and has awarded them a number of really solid offensive opportunities. Klomparens will send this around. Philo to the wall. There's a canceled wrister in tight. The rebound on Rainey. Pad save. He kept it out and he'll sit on top of it. We got some more pushing and shoving. It was Cam Sabota who came together with Jacob Milanich. And I don't think he was anticipating to turn around and see somebody his size because you saw him back off at the end there.
Yeah, that was a pretty funny play. I was laughing to myself because first off, another stop, and then you can see at the top of your screen, Milanich gives a little bit of a shove, and he turns around ready to punch back, and he's like, "Oh, actually, never mind. I'm gonna take this one just all to myself and not mess with a big man."
Milanich listed at 6'5", 250.
Yeah,
he's a big boy.
Yeah, he really throws his weight around too.
Round the boards, ripped up the glass by Rainey. See him do that a number of times today. Dom across for Sorrell. Stopped and fed all the way out. Racing to it is Westrick. Bulldogs trying to find the puck here. It's just lost in between some feet. There's a pickup from Barber. We'll send it around. Affman gets hit into the boards. Pad save made. Here's Gavin Dom. Or I apologize, that's Max Sorrell. Got my numbers mixed up there. Therian with a stutter step move. Has a hard time breaking his way in. Owen Hodel played him hard. Turn away from Affman. Underneath the red line, up to the boards for Duker. Cuts to his left, the pass connecting. with Dieleman. Off to the wing. Looking for Dieleman. He's in the right spot, but not with his stick down. Couple of moves from Rishatov. Loose in front. Cut to the side from Bennett. Across the lane for Hodel. It's chopped on the side by Dom. Out to the top of the blue. Duker will hold the line and send it back low. Some more extended zone time. Quick shot, rebound. Oh, what a save! Rainey kept it out, diving across the crease as it's deflected up into the netting. This could be one of the saves of the year.
I can't believe he just made that save. It was two men just wide open, back door. And you can see it break down from the Bulldogs defensively. And look at this stick save acrobatic on his chest, flying in the middle of the air. And
wow. We said it at the same time. Wow. That's all you can say.
I thought for sure that was the goal. I didn't think for a second that was not going to be one.
The half cartwheel, Cirque du Soleil acrobatics, whatever you may call it. Wow, Ryan Rainey, you earned that one. And now you have to hope your team can put one on the board for you here. As Sergeyev makes his way in, his shot off the boards, and he'll head back after it. Man, oh man, was that a fantastic stop. Bulldogs get back to work, trying to tie this game up. To the dot, here's Andrush, who never really let go of it, as I think Schweigert got a stick on it. 5:07 left to go here in the second period.
And not only you make that save to keep this game only down by one, but also it lines your bench a little bit. Like that kind of a high-quality save, it kind of gives your bench a little bit more of a pep to their step and trying to create something for your Tendy.
Shot from the point, popped wide. Chasing it down is Dorsch. Stopping on the line, Andrush. Down low as it's rotated for Shadell. We'll take a look and shield himself with the puck. Turns and fires, pad save made by Waras. Contact along the wall. It is Schweigert who sends it up. Dorsch with the play. That's stolen away from him. As hit into the boards was Westrick. This is going to draw a call. Dorsch is tripped up. Off to the bench is Rainey. Power play pending for the Bulldogs. Maybe a second one here. Let's see. I think this is going to be a 5-on-3.
Taking one guy to the box right now. See what the call here.
So they say tripping on Nathan Sova, who had the penalty shot that you'll remember earlier.
I think they're only going to call the one.
Interesting. I thought they, unless that was the same guy and we picked up the player twice.
Yeah, I feel like he can still get called for two different penalties. It's just someone's going to have to sit for him. Just to see what decision is that Bulldog bench is kind of asking why it isn't two. Now you got a great chance to tie up this game here. Another chance on the power play. Well, bad things that happen in the last one, hoping to turn this one around.
All right, Bulldogs power play. Sent to the point. Wrist shot off the post. It stayed out. That close. Shadell with the wrister, but is denied by the iron. Claiborne in the corner. Back to the wall for Alfonsi. Will walk around with it, looking for options. Doesn't like it. Goes to the wing for Shadell. Back up top for Miller. Hard wrister into the chest of Waraz, and he'll hold on.
Yeah, Claiborne sitting right in front of the net, causing a big screen, and Waraz never saw that puck coming from Shadell, and fortunate for Shadell, it just wasn't the exact shot he wants right off the iron. Really unfortunate for him and the Bulldogs, looking to tie this game up.
will go to the wing as it's stopped on the wall by Robinson. Off the glass. And I think the Bulldogs going to get called for a high stick here. Which will bring our face-off back to the right.
Smart for Calvin not to touch that puck or even attempt to it. So they're going to get an offensive zone draw on the PK, which is always favorable for the team on the kill. So if you can win it, you can kind of just walk back a little bit and kill even more time.
There's some speed from the Bulldogs. They head to the wing. Trudell up top. Miller. Down low, walking around. That's Trudell. Wrist shot, rebound in front. Loose scramble, covered up. Oroz has it. No whistle yet, and there it is. Again, Dogs that close to tying this game up.
And again, it's Claiborne causing havoc in front of the net. As they're able to make a couple of great saves, giving his team up by 1 here with 2:56 left in the second.
This is one back for Darnell. Wrist shot, tipped wide. The rebound off the top of the outside of the netting. 30 seconds left to the dot. There's a wrister, and it's stopped by Waraz.
It's good puck movement there. That last 10 or so, it was quick passes around, and Darnell was the one with the chance. Was able to get the puck to the net, but Waraz with another save.
Puck is cleared out of the zone as Dorsch plays it. 10 seconds left, and that'll just about do it for the Bulldog power play. They're unsuccessful again. 2:10 remaining in the second period. Here's Sergeyev up the right side wall. Sova out of the box, leading the play. Turned over in the slot. Therian had his stick extended, but never could get a shot off. Andras with a quick shot. The rebound to the backhand. They swing it wide. Oh, and the net was wide open. It was just bouncing around. Nobody could handle it. Bulldogs pick it up. Sergeyev on the wall. Andras up top for Dorsch. His soft wrister gets deflected. There's going to be a penalty here, and this is going to be a slash. I don't agree with this one at all.
That was a
soft stick check from Sergeyev.
I don't think it wasn't on the hands or anything, and it wasn't forceful enough where it knocked the stick out of his hand or broke his stick. We've seen way worse happen in any type of game where that's just never called.
He was behind the Calvin player and was just trying to catch up to him, and maybe to jostle it loose, you give him that little stick whack. I don't agree with that penalty being assessed, but Calvin will go to the power play here. Hodel drops it back. Point drive. Stick saves from Rainey as the rebound pops loose. Holding it is Grishatov. Over for Hodel, walking the line. Wrist shot, and Rainey will gobble it up.
Silva had a couple of opportunities, and he didn't even have his glove on. A couple of shots. His top hand, being his bare hand, a little bit dangerous, but he was able to pick up the puck off the wall and also pick up his glove at the same time.
Lambers, D-to-D pass for Grishatov. He'll get it right back. No angle for him as he sent a floater off to the corner. Sova to Grishatov. Banks off the boards to the slot. Lambers turning, it's blocked. Schmidt got in the way. Hodel, wrister, and a glove save from Rainey.
Good tracking from Rainey, able to kind of predict almost where that puck was going to go. Point shot. Didn't have much mustard on it, but still able to get a whistle for his team, for the Killers to change.
This is one back. Sent up the boards. Foot race here. Let's see if Darnell can catch up. But he's outrun by Radersma, who just beats him with a little burst of extra speed. 35 seconds left to go in the second period. Calvin still on the power play, and if we get to the end of the frame, Calvin will remain on the power play. So here's a chance for Darnell. Goes one-on-one to the wing, slipped over the top of his stick as he was going down to shoot. So sent rink wide. Klomperens rotated into the boards. Duker cross to the top of the circle. Maybe one more shot for the Knights. Off a skate, deflected wide to the corner. And there's the horn for the end of the second period. That was back and forth action on both sides of the ice. Bulldogs with a plethora of chances. Knights also with some great scoring opportunities. A penalty shot on the PK. We've had a full 40 minutes of hockey.
We've seen it all.
We have, as the Knights will again hold on to their 1-0 lead as we head into the third and final regulation frame.
And this game is as tight as it really gets. I think Adrian responded really well after that last 5 minutes of that first period kind of being all Calvin. They all right off the hop in the second period. They were looking great, but Calvin responded per usual. But Ryan Rainey, I think, is the story of the day, making outstanding saves and being able to track pucks through screens. He's really kept his team in this ballgame.
Yeah, and the statistics show it, too. He's 29 for 30 right now, and he still has another 20-minute period to go. He's been playing absolutely fantastic so far in this game. I mean, the diving save across the crease, that's one that you remember for the rest of the season. And if the Bulldogs can tie this game up and win this either in regulation or in overtime, you could credit that save to really changing the game.
100%. I mean, it's been back and forth, and I love this type of hockey, too. You have a top-ranked opponent in Calvin, and the Bulldogs are playing like they are ranked. They're playing like they deserve to be in the same conversation as Calvin, and I love that out of the squad. They know that they're playing a really tough opponent, and instead of just backing out of it and kind of falling into a shell, they're rising to the occasion. And really, that's what you love to see out of this Bulldog squad, especially with the year they've had.
Well, they have 20 more minutes to try and even this thing up and try and win it somehow. They're down 1-0 as we head to the third period. Calvin will remain on the power play to begin the period for 25 seconds. We'll be back after the intermission break. Calvin and Adrian College, Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman right here. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
I'm a special ed social worker, and I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
One-on-one battles lead to unit battles, which lead to team battles, and then a big victory at the end. Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1:15 faculty to student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News & World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1:15 faculty to student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Welcome back inside the Arrington Ice Arena. Still the same score as the first and the second, Calvin University and your Adrian College Bulldogs. Alex Herman, Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth. Happy to have you all rejoin us here on ACTV. 1-0. Only one tally on the scoreboard. And it belongs to Calvin, and it was in the first period. Zach Westrick, the lone goal. As we head to the third period, this is shaping up to be an instant classic. Good chances on both sides, as we've been talking about all afternoon long. Some great goaltending, and I mean, separated by one piece. It's pretty good.
That's all you can ask for in a hockey game, really. I mean, I feel like that first period was ages ago. That second period had so much action going on both sides and so many different things. So I'm really excited to see what this third period brings. And for the Bulldogs, your main focus right now is to kill off the next 25 seconds of the penalty and get moving in the offensive zone to create more chances and try to beat the Calvin netminder.
So we'll get 20 minutes back on the score clock. You see Bulldog bench talking things over, and of course they'll start shorthanded for this period. Sergeyev will head to the box. Puck is dropped and will resume play at the AIA. It's Eisma who will jump the line, send it down low. Cross for Grishatov, takes a look, shooting, blocked, the rebound in the slot. It's picked up and sent around. It's wide of the cage, 10 seconds left. Up to the top, Eisma. Down low as the penalty time expiring. This will carry to the top. Grishatov will send it in deep. Sergeyev out of the box. Alfonsi had a jump away from him. We're back to even strength 5-on-5. Scally to the blue line. Dielman gets hit hard off the puck by Sorrell. As he'll take it up himself, will gain the blue line, takes a shot over the top of the head of Waras. There's a 2-on-1. Dielman with options. Dielman shooting and puts it wide to the iron. They'll get right back to it. Calvin putting in the work. They send it looking for the slot, but it heads to the blue line. Schweiger to drop pass for Duker as it's chipped off the glass and outs. Alfonsi trying to pitchfork as Duker will take it himself. Small pass up for Dielman, a backhander, swiped away by Sorrell. Andrash off the boards. Heading down, this is Sergeyev all by himself. Andrash to the bottom of the dot. Now to the blue line, taking a scan is Allen. Worked around, stopped on a dime, that was Shadell. Bump in the corner as this is locked up just about 2 minutes into this period. Schweigert over the line, stabbed away from him by Allen. Quickly after it, fresh off the bench was Lambers as this pops free. Andrish will carry himself. Has Shadell to his right, that's who he dishes to. And the small area shot is tipped and loose puck held onto by Waraz.
A little bit of a slower start from the Bulldogs. I think a little bit of that penalty kill played a little bit of a factor in that, but I think that first minute and 30, that unit that was out there kind of got a little bit tired and couldn't get off the bench because of Calvin's ozone pressure. A couple of chances from Calvin, but not able to come out of anything. Really, you're looking for Calvin is just to try to extend your lead, make it a 2-goal game.
Heading deep forward is Witten. Using the muscle, stops quickly, wrist shot. Gets deflected and blocked in front. Lambers off for Eisma. Hard hit along the wall. This is sent to the top of the blue line. Sabota with a wrist shot gloved down by Rainiel. Catch it in the glove.
The problem that I've seen so far for the Bulldogs is when that puck goes behind the net, all the defensemen, all the forwards are just puck watching the whole way, and Calvin has recognized that and tries to slip into the soft areas of the ice looking for the pass in front of the net for a good scoring chance.
Get a reset on the faceoff here. Neutral zone linesman didn't like what he saw. Lambers with a high riser, glove down again by Ryan Rainey.
So defenseman, especially with traffic coming to the net, rather have that shot come in low and try to get a rebound or some type of bounce in front of the net, because Rainey's doing a great job of tracking the puck from the point so far.
Up ahead off the boards. Trying to work it free is Witten. Taking it now, Adrian. Good shot, patted away by Waraz. Rainey will send this up into the netting himself. Was just trying to clear around the glass.
And I was looking for Claiborne off the bench, just trying to get that puck quickly out.
Go around the way. This is dumped in deep. Gavin Dom. An in-tight chance, fanned on as it was canceled by the stick of Malenich. Puck is pinballing around as it's sent back to the neutral zone. Bulldogs looking to find some open ice. Silva made the puck jump over Rainey's stick. Malenich will break it out. Up in the neutral zone, it's Darnell. We'll push this hard around the boards. Doesn't get too far, though. Stopped along the wall. Fluttering in the air. It's Schweigert who heads after it. Turning on a dime. That's Dom. Here's a quick shot. Blockered away by Rainey and holds it in the arm. And it's Dom who gives him a pat on the back, and rightfully so, his 33rd shot of the day. He's turned aside 32.
Seen a couple of times now from Dom that he just kind of loses his footing. I think maybe his outside edge on his left foot is up to speed.
Playing this around, 2 saves in tight from Rainey. Heading to the blue is Sova outside, toe drag shot, fought off by Rainey. There's a turning wrister again. Good pressure from the Knights, but Rainey coming up large. Bulldogs just losing sight of the puck in their own defensive zone.
They're not being hard on the puck either.
Here's Dielman again. Will peel off the pressure from Dorsch. They try the wraparound. Stuff chance doesn't go. Stopped by the pad of Rainey. A backhander to the slot. They have to get to it quickly. Scally, who couldn't steal it. Backhand saucer to the top of the circle. Wrist shot deflected wide. Andrus got a piece of it. Almost cost him there. Andrus will flip it out, and it stays in. Needed a little bit more mustard on that play. Austin with a good keep. Sent to the corner. Picked up by Dielman. Alfonsi will extend the twig. Shot from distance. Blocked away from Rainey. Andrus over the line, shooting. It fools him. Oh! In and out of the glove of Waraz. Tipped off his shoulder, but a fortunate bounce for him as it stayed out. They were just trying to get the puck on net, maybe to get a freeze. Almost got lucky. This is bounce deep. Waraz with his paddle will shift it aside, lift it over everybody's head, will clear the neutral zone, and it's icing with 12:54 left to go in the third.
There's so much importance right there for the Bulldogs not to give up a goal and weather the storm, because Calvin was out muscling, out playing, everything and you could think of. That's what they were doing to the Bulldogs, as the Bulldogs just not strong on the puck at all, and it just seemed absolutely exhausted on those last couple of shifts. And it kind of showed. Luckily, Rainey was able to make a couple of grade A stops and a couple of misses from Calvin too.
Turning on the shot. That was Sergeyev. Winning the race on the icing was Walsh. Had Eisma right behind him. So give the Bulldogs another offensive zone draw.
You can see the speed out of these Calvin forwards. Talk about the odd man rushes going the other way, and that's kind of because the trailers aren't being able to pick up the back checkers. Cause of problems.
Off the boards and down. Faking was Duker as it's sent back to the boards. Shadell will carry. Looked like Calvin had too many men on the ice there, but no possession, so no opportunity for the Bulldogs to get a power play. The far blue line, there's a shot off the stick from Shadell. We'll swing it back and reset with Sorrell. His pass off the boards, collected by Andrash, who takes some contact along the wall. Witten, fresh off the bench, crunches into Savoda. Miller around the cage for Schmidt. Schmidt almost got checked into the boards there, but a nice reverse hit. Gavin Dom working to the top. Postal to Sova. Couple of stick handles, tries to get around Witten. Right back to it. Now in the front, loose chance. Schweigert steps on it to the slot, looking for a chance. Big save from Rainey. It pops up in the air, and they say it goes in. I don't think that did. That dropped straight down in the crease. And the officials, I think, are going to talk about this. I don't think this puck ever went in the net.
I don't think so either. It just gets popped up right in the air off of Rainey. And I don't know how that puck would go in at all, especially with how it bounced.
Let's see if we can take one more quick look at it. I think this was in the crease the entire time. You see it go up. It's right there. They kicked that off the line. That wasn't in. And no replay system for the officials. We can see it up here, but they can't down there.
I don't know what the referee saw from his vantage point down at the ice either, but I don't know how that puck, if you think about it, if that were to be a goal, the puck would have had to have so much backspin that will cross the line and then bounce back out. I just don't think the physics of a puck can do that.
No. So a bad bounce for the Bulldogs. And now they have to work from behind even further. They're down 2-0. Here's a rush from Schweigert, breaks his way in. Wrist shot goes wide. Trying to pick it up was Scally. And a big stop off the 1-tee again, Rainey. High riser, glove down by Rainey. And just a reminder, all ACTV broadcasts are fully student ran. We'll give a shout out to our great crew here today. Of course, myself, Alex Herman, and Tyler Ackerman, our director, Josh Mischel, and on our top cam, Alexander Grove. So shout out to our crew as students call the shots around here, quite literally. 10:26 left to go here in the third period. Bulldogs trying to fight their way back in it. Here's a chance for Witten. Breaking his way in, drops it back, and the pass is askew. Would have just been better if he went for the shot. This is dumped back in by Miller. Woraz out of his crease to stop it. There's a shot, chested down and held on to.
Especially in those circumstances, a shot from the point, you got to make sure there's traffic in front of the net. I think that's what the Bulldogs have struggled with in today's contest, is getting bodies in front of the net. Seems like Calvin Netminer has seen every single one so far.
Affman pokes this puck around traffic. Dieleman works around Miller. Schmidt trying to break it out. The hard pass intended for Witten was off target. Rainey out of his crease. Calvin with the delayed offsides. They'll have to backstep. Taking it is Walsh. Will gallop through the neutral zone and over the line. Breaking his way around pressure. That was Sergeyev. This is hammered to the boards. Therian goes down with a thump. Andrush will play it tight. Sergeyev taken down. Off to the blue line now. It's Lambers who's hit hard into the boards by Dorsch. Lost under the line. Bulldogs need to pick up the pieces. Dorsch now will take his time. Off to the side, a short pass for Dom. We'll carry it over all three lines in the neutral zone. Hodel will pop it up in the air over the head of Darnell and get it right back. Now with his head up, looking for somebody to pass to. Turns it over for Andrush. The backhand gets stopped by the paddle, and it's swept aside. Good idea from Andrush to try and get that backhand off quickly. Maybe a little bit of elevation would have helped him out, try and generate a rebound. Back to the blue line. Here's a wrist shot, patted away by Rainey. Off the glass and down. So we'll roll to the red line, and it is icing with 8:07 remaining here in the third period.
Yeah, it really hurts for Adrian's defense as they're absolutely gassed right now. They're hoping you can win this draw and kind of flip the puck up in the air to give you enough time to go for a change maybe. You can tell all the Bulldogs right now with their sticks on their legs, absolutely gassed.
Gavin Dom up ahead for Darnell. Hodel right there with him. Slaps it away as Bulldogs trying to catch up. Back in his own zone, that's Schweigert. Loses it for Walsh, who rotates it in deep. This is flipped over the head. Schweigert over the line, will carry it towards the net front. Circling around, the backhand in tight. Big save again by Rainey on the doorstep, my goodness. across. Schweigert fanned on his shot. Will take a hit from Shadell. Man, Ryan Rainey has had a game today, doing all that he can. There's a hard hit and a player down behind the play. It was Scally, took some contact. Looked like he went down in a heap for a moment. Popped right back up to his feet. Wrist shot stopped by Rainey. And he'll get the whistle again. 6:35 left to go here in the third period.
And the issue is for the Bulldogs right now is they're fighting time. There's only 6:35 left, and it's been mostly defensive zone draws and a lot of pressure from Calvin offensively that they haven't been able to produce anything in the offensive zone lately.
Brett Witten to the boards. Sova will send this around. Adrian takes a shot. Sova cross for his D partner in Luke Affman. This is off the boards. Rainey will play it to the corner. Picked up by Sova, sent to the front. Tipped away. Schmidt up ahead for Witten, who gains the line, and they say this is...
Yeah.
Is this a penalty here?
I think both are going to the box right now.
Well, somebody got...
I think an
somebody got a
interference and a
slash.
slash.
And a
embellishment.
Oh. Okay. Well, if it was embellishment, then it wasn't a slash.
Well, it was a
by
slash
that logic.
on. Yeah.
If
it
it was
slash
the same
on,
play.
on
Yeah.
Schmidt and then an embellishment. Are they Calvin player? Who knows? Either way, it's 4-on-4 hockey.
5:48 left to go in this third period. Calvin still leading 2-0. Bulldogs yet to register their first goal of the afternoon. There's a time you need to find one. It's in the next few minutes. Here's Andrish. Goes 1-on-2 by himself. A good move, shut down. He was all alone, nobody to help him out. This is flexed back the length of the ice for Dom. He's at the bottom of the circle. Up ahead, catching the pass is Shadell, walking his way in. Shoots and puts it wide. The rebound right there for Andrish, but he was tied up in a tango with Hodel. Turning on the play are the Knights. This is sent away for Hodel. Shadell will cut to the left side wing. Stops on it. Good shot, patted away by Waraz. Might have hit the top of the pad. Gavin Dom dropped it back for Shadell. Turning with it, 30 seconds left in 4-on-4 action. Here's Dom, who almost turned it over, poking it free. Nice play from Scally. Sergeyev trying to do the windmill move. Is cutting to the side. This is Sova. Tipped away. Here goes Miller. Out of his reach. Knights played off the boards. Westrick to the top of the line. Lambers will go down low. Rainey again off the glass and around. This is poked free. Still bouncing around as goes right back to Rainey, who stops it again. Here's Schweigert on the dump in. Lead pass for Scally, but he lost it. Sova dropped it behind him. Rainey again, forehands it around the boards. Now the Bulldogs can break out. Long shot from Schmidt, glove down by Warraz. 3:06 remaining in this third period. Coming down to the wire.
We need a little bit more intensity out of the Bulldogs in the defensive zone. In order to make offensive plays, you got to get out of your defensive zone first, and a little bit lackluster with their hardness on the puck is just causing unnecessary turnovers that you just don't need, especially when you're down by 2 with only 3 to play.
Sent around the boards. In tight along the wall. Dished from Lambers. Calvin looking to break it out, deflected off the skates of Schmidt. Rainey will play it with his forehand again. As it's stolen, here's a chance for the Knights. They shoot it. The rebound right there, and they score. Off the glass, wide open net, and Calvin gets their third of the day with 2:22 left in the third.
It all comes from the pass out of the breakout, kind of handcuffing Allen as he had a Knight right on him, and the pass goes right to him. There's a funny bounce off the end board. Nothing that Rainey can really do about that one as he was playing the shot all the way. And fortunate for the Bulldogs, it's a little more silent in here now. 2:22 left and a 3-0 deficit.
That's tough for Adrian, not a bounce that you need to see in the later stages of this game, and just not back in time with pieces in the right area. But Calvin ready to go as Sova will take it right back down. They try and dish it to the slot as it's quickly canceled out. Rishatov with the keep in. Motoring up is Sergeyev. Playing this around, stolen by Alfonsi. Rainey out to stop it. No pass from him as he'll just drop it off. 90 seconds left to go here in the third. I don't know if we'll see a goalie pull here from the Bulldogs, but you never know.
I mean, they're not really getting any sustained ozone pressure to even pull the goalie.
Sorrell will dump this in, and it's played down by Warraz. Oh, here you go. The goalie pull from Rainey. They will get the extra attacker out. 45 seconds remain in this third period. Bulldogs just trying to find one as this is popped over the head of Warraz. Calvin trying to shoot for it here as Sorrell will head to the puck, tries to cut off his man. It's Dielman who gets around and shuts it down before he could shoot. Sliding play from the Bulldogs showing good effort here, though trailing. Scally will carry to the line. Dom will go underneath. Send it to the boards. Dielman shooting for the empty net. It's wide. Yakunin up top for Schweigert. And a soak there from Max Shadell. Well, that's it for the afternoon. Final horn will sound, and Calvin shut out the Bulldogs 3-0. As they haven't given up a goal in 2 games.
Yeah, playing solid defense, but it's really just their ozone pressure. When you spend most of the time 200 feet away from your netminder, there's not much of a chance that the other team's going to get to score goals. their way. Just hats off to Rainey playing outstanding, even though his team, fortunately, couldn't generate anything for him. Just tough loss for the Bulldogs. They started out so well, and I think really they had some momentum in the third period, but that second goal kind of is just what killed everything for them. When a call doesn't go your way, sometimes you're frustrated, and it seemed like they kind of just gave up all their effort after that.
Yeah, you could tell that it was a deflating moment for the Bulldogs when they had that second goal go in. I mean, 1-0 game at that point. You have a bad bounce. Now you're frustrated on the bench, and you get another even bad bounce off the glass to make it 3-0. And when you're down in shots, the final was 30-48. So Ryan Rainey going 45 for 48. He had a heck of an afternoon, and nothing to be ashamed of, though you would like to win as a goaltender always. But there was a good effort from Adrian College. Overall, like, they're playing good. They're playing well, and
they just couldn't get anything to go their way today. That's what really it comes down to. You had a couple of shots off the post, and I think really it is when they're in the O zone, they didn't generate like fantastic scoring chances. Really, it was a lot of just shots that are deflected or shots outside of the middle of the ice. Just nothing really that could generate good chances for them to score some goals. Yeah, they had 30 shots on net, but the quality of them was nowhere near of Calvin.
Well, 3-0, our final score here this afternoon. Bulldogs can't find a way to hit the twine as they drop their last game of the first semester to the Knights of Calvin University, but still plenty of time to get into a playoff picture. Got plenty of games left heading up in the second semester. Bulldogs, after the December break, back January 23rd and 25th as they face off with Cleveland State University in a home-and-home series. That game Friday at 9:10 p.m. in Cleveland, Ohio, and then Sunday at 1 right here at the Arrington Ice Arena. Of course, that game as well on ACHA. University of Michigan and Oakland. After that, it was within the top 5. University of Akron. And then it's the MCHC playoffs and hopefully a national championship bid for these D3 Dogs. But a lot to look forward to them for the rest of the season.
Yeah, it's a tough way to end a semester, but I mean, if you think about it, losing 3-0 to a team that's ranked 6th in the nation, I think that might boost their ranking, especially with how close that game was until that second goal happened. They should really hold their hats high because they did well, and I think they played great, except for just a few plays in the defensive zone and just need to be a little bit harder on their sticks. But overall, just a well effort from them.
That's it for the first semester for these D3 Dogs, as they'll get the December break to rest up and get ready and set for the second half of the season come late January. But from all of us up here in the booth, Alex Herman, Tyler Ackerman signing off for this evening. Calvin wins 3-0. You've been watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.